Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, is this a Mirage? Duke Lindenhurst, yeah. Holy moly.
Hey everyone, this is my Mirage Exterminate Fissure build for Steel Path and regular Exterminate missions that let you run them really fast and keep up even with Titanias. Let's start with the essential mods for the late game setup for endgame players. First, the essential mods. Preparation for maximum energy on spawn, Prime Flow so you start with more energy, and Prism Guard so the prism follows you around, which is your 4. And you can speedrun and the prism will just fly behind you and kill everything in sight. These 3 are the essential mods that you can not do without. So even on the non-late game build you will have those 3 mods. I will talk about the other build later though. So here are the non-essential mods, but the one that work best for this build. We have Stretch for range, Continuity, Primed of course for duration, Blind Rage for strength, Mars Anguish for parkour velocity and sprint speed, and the little teleport that lets you go through certain tile sets without missing a beat. Overextended for ability range, and enemy radar so you can see the enemies further away, which is important because sometimes there's an enemy that you missed behind you, but you don't want to be held up by that and just keep going forward because the enemies are going to keep spawning in front of you as extermination nodes do. For the Arcanes we have Arcane Steadfast, which is a 20% chance that the next 3 abilities will not cost energy. This one is a little bit of a flex Arcane. You can use anything else you want here. It's non-essential. Sometimes it just saves you a lot of energy because we're running at 45% efficiency. Same goes for Energize. Non-essential, but it helps in exterminate missions when you never hit the Steadfast proc and you just really need to have that extra energy. But these 2 are flex. You can put whatever you want here. Now let's go to the Archon shards. Only 2 of them are essential, the other are optional. The essential ones are the both Tau Forged Amber Archon shards for the 75% casting speed, which is important because your 4 is a very slow cast, and speeding that up is important, really important. The other one I have is parkour velocity. That's just like an added bonus. It's not really necessary because you already have a lot of it. And 2 ability strength ones, just you know, extra strength can never hurt. As for the Helminth ability, we run Infested Mobility over R2, which gives us 100% sprint speed, and 150% parkour velocity for 20 seconds. And this is the one that makes us really fast. Now let's go to the budget build. The budget build I made is this one. The mods are essentially the same. We just have natural talent over a Mars Anguish because we don't want to run any shards, any Archon shards on the budget build, since budget players are obviously not going to be far enough to run Archons. We have Intensify, Continuity, Stretch, Flow, Augur Reach, and the rest of the mods are the same. This should be a functional budget build even without Arcane slots. We pumped up the energy efficiency to 100% since we're not running Steadfast or Energize. We have a little bit of lesser range, but in return we have almost the same strength and not the added negative of having low efficiency. This build without Archon shards should work for budget players. Let's get into the weapons really quick. The weapons don't matter. I just have the Tort because it's a good weapon, but you can run any weapon. It's just important that you have Amalgam Serration for the sprint speed. I mean, it's not really important, but you get the gist. It's better to have more sprint speed. Same goes for the Latum. Any secondary works as long as you run Amalgam Barrel Diffusion for the dodge speed, which makes you roll faster. The roll animation will be way quicker. And this is an essential one. You should really try to run that. And lastly, we have the Praedos, obviously, for the sprint speed and the parkour velocity on evolution 2 and 4. And this is the build. How to use this build? Easy. Spawn into the mission, press 4, press and hold 3 for the damage buff from Eclipse, and press 2 for movement speed and parkour speed, and you're set. Then just run through the mission and laser everything in sight. Lastly, I will run 2 clips. One of them will be me running a Void Exterminate Fissure, just so you see how the build performs live. And the second clip will be another streamer reacting to my build to see how the build looks from another person's perspective. Thank you for watching, and enjoy.
Is Thunder now 5 the guy who... That wasn't the same guy as earlier, right? I don't think it was. But this... Look at this guy. I'm going to try and keep up with him. What is he doing? Yeah, so he's got the augment on. But look at his speed. Oh yeah, he just has parkour speed on. So he must have like just amber shards. Nothing else. And he just bullet jumps through missions like stupidly quickly. That's quite funny. I like that. I'm guessing his profile might be quite old as well. Oh, and he's got Praedos on as well for the even more parkour speed. That's actually a really... I might try that build at some point. Because, oh, I'm map exploiting, guys. Sorry.